All right, so today for math, you guys are going to create your own math quiz about adding and subtracting decimals. So what I mean by this, you have a blank piece of paper. Now make sure the piece of paper you're going to be doing this on does not have any of our math notes on the back of it. Okay, you don't want to be ripping that out. So make sure you don't have math notes on the front or the back of it. No questions. You don't need to write this down. This is going to help me explain. You are going to be coming up with 4 of your own math problems. So, you need to have at least 1 addition problem and 1 subtraction problem. Well, you're doing 4. So if you did 3 addition problems and 1 subtraction problem, that would work. If you did 3 subtraction problems and 1 addition problem, that would work. If you did 2 subtraction problems and 2 addition problems, that would work. You just need to make sure you're at least solving 1 of each. You should have 4 total, though. You also need to make sure at least 1 number has a digit in the 10th place. At least 1 number has a digit in the, do you know what I'm going to say? Hundredths place. And at least, 1 number has a digit
Okay, so I'm
in the thousands place. Now,
what about the 100,000?
we're not doing that place.
When you say one digit, you mean like
This is what I mean.
and then we solve them?
This is what I mean.
We can just do 0.
Now, let me explain. This is all about adding and subtracting decimals. So in one problem, should you have 2 whole numbers? No. None of them should be like 4 plus 5. But you could have a whole number plus a decimal. So like 4 plus 2 and 5/10. And in that problem, you would have crossed off the second requirement because 2 and 5/10 has a digit in the 10th place. Then the next problem, you could do 1 and 5/10 plus 2 and 3/100. Then you would have crossed off this requirement. So every problem should have at least 1 decimal number you're adding or subtracting.
Can you do 2 decimals?
You can definitely do 2 decimals. But within all 4, you should meet these 3 requirements. So not every problem needs to have a decimal in the thousands place. Not every problem needs to have a decimal in the hundredths place. But among all 4 of your problems, I should be able to pick out 1 number that has a digit in the 10th place, 1 number that has a digit in the hundredths place, 1 number that has a digit in the thousands place, and I should see that you have at least 1 addition problem and at least 1 subtraction problem. Elena.
Can we do like a digit in the 10th place plus a digit in the 1000th?
Yes, definitely. And then you've gotten rid of both of those requirements. So you just need to make sure, though, that every problem has a decimal number that you're adding or subtracting. Will, if you want to do an extra 5th one and do that, you can. But the 4 that you're doing, I want just to the thousands place, okay? Yes, so you are coming up with a problem, and then you are solving them yourself. So it's like you are creating your own quiz, okay?
You give yourself the first one.
Yeah. So right now, I want you at the top, you're going to label this decimal quiz. And then write the date. Also put your name. So name, and then the date, which is 11-3-20. So don't forget your name. So decimal quiz. your name, and 11-3-20.
Wait, are we gonna turn this into?
You will be turning this into me, yes. So, make sure you're spacing your problems out on your page so that you have enough room to solve them. When you are done, I'll put this over here. When you are done, you will turn it in. That's an R.
Can we do more?
If you want to, maybe draw a line underneath the 4, and then you can do some extras on the bottom. Does that make sense, Richie? Okay. Turn into the top, we're going to say top right. I'm going to move what's there.
Can we do like little directions for ourselves?
Yeah, definitely, you can do that.
Yay.
You will turn this into the top right slot, and then you can play Prodigy afterwards.
I want to make
Now, you guys, because this is kind of like a quiz, we want to make sure we are keeping our voices off for people who are concentrating on coming up with their own problems and for people who are solving their problems. So, I am going to turn on work music, but I do want your voices to be off. Once everyone's turned it on, or turned them in, then I will let you know when it's okay to whisper. Capiche? All right.